Despite almost pulling off what would have been the comeback of the year, it was a trainer who stole the headlines.
They've got some individuals this afternoon that could really trouble this Penrith side.
Talagi, the kick, a little wider this time. Jenkins is there. Jenkins! Cleary, standard mob this time. Brimson there. Talagi will challenge. Oh, Talagi's got it! This time there's Brimson. Great ball following Sammy. Tono gave it everything.
Look at the contact. Is it high there from Brian Toll? Is that enough to be a penalty?
Play's been cleared up to this point.
But how's it cleared up to this point? What about the hit the head? Brimson, we've seen it before. Kelly changes direction. The Titans get their 4-pointer. Cleary, quick hands, a Titans hand. Campbell, Jaden Campbell, Toe, Jenkins, Campbell. Brimson is there, lost it, play on the court. Sammy scores in the corner. They're back from 24 nil.
Raiders just run straight in front of Jaden Campbell.
Well, that is disgraceful.
Oh.
That is disgraceful. You can't make that mistake. Unbelievable. Come on.
Yeah, I didn't see it. He's just in the wrong place at the wrong time. He apologised straight away. Anyone around it would have seen that. The Titans would know that. It's not something that anyone set out to do. It's just an honest mistake.
Campbell, he hangs it out the rock.
Did it cost us the game? I don't know. He'll get breached.
Kenny has to throw it back 20 metres. Cleary takes the shot. What just happened? Kenny and Smith, Talagi, Cleary, there's McLean, outside of his Jenkins, Panthers everywhere, they're gonna win it, they've done it with Talagi. Titans players strewn everywhere, barely one standing, their hearts crushed.
That was the turning point thanks to Ashley and Martin Medical Hair Centres and Gordie. The NRL are filthy. $50,000 the club has been fined, but is that enough?
Probably not. Oh, what, you don't like that, Buzz? Go ask the Broncos, would they pay $50,000 for 2 extra points? Because I reckon Penrith will finish 4th.
Gordie, you don't know who's going to kick that.
Hey?
You don't know he was going to kick that goal.
No, I don't, but when you get hit
Gordie,
on the will they
goal
do
kickers...
Graham Annesley worked at the Titans.
Yeah.
I was there. His words to me, we get the rub... Mate, we never get the rub of the green. So he's been out in the NRL.
Gordie,
when do the bottom teams get the rub of the green? The Titans lost that, right? So they had a chance, put pressure on that, and they missed tackles. And then Penrith got off to a great start. But there's unacceptable.
No, what I'm saying is goal kickers, before they line up important shots, are always heckled. There's always
let the
noise
trainers
about.
run. Well, let the trainers run in front of every player.
And I don't want that to be used as an excuse for the
It's not an
Titans.
excuse.
Yes. I think the NRL have handled this spot on. I think it's worth 50
So these
grand,
are the trainers that I was sitting on the sideline for Fox.
What do you want to find?
No, and I was sitting on the sideline for Fox and they stopped the game. This was in the semi-final, Penrith, and I was there. I'm against Melbourne. Against Parramatta, and then the other week they're wetting the footballs.
But that wasn't. That wasn't.
So he didn't do that deliberately.
That wasn't him who did the.
No.
That's his first indiscretion.
That's the trainers.
He's caught 5
That's the
weeks,
trainers at the
5
same
games.
club.
So he's paid for the sins of the past, Gordie. All the other guys, and I accept
so just
that.
imagine,
and I think he should.
if the
But I'm
Titans win
saying.
that and Penrith don't finish in the top 4. It's a bigger mountain to climb.
But that's a big if, Gordie. You could say, who knows what happens in that game if they kick that goal? The whole game changes.
Do you think that's fair then?
No, I don't think it's fair, Gordie, but I think the punishment's fair. I think the punishment's fair enough. In fact, if anything, the punishment's actually really severe. I think it's quite severe on that guy.
What money do you reckon?
Because I don't think he's done that on purpose,
What money
Gordie.
do you reckon Penrith get if they finish in the top 4?
I don't know the numbers.
Gordie,
Good money.
There you go.
It's good money, Gordie. But it's only a little bit less.
It'd probably
it's only a little bit more than 5th.
Ring them for me, Reedy. Be a journalist.
You want me to ring them now?
And say, are those 2 points worth 50,000?
Well, they probably are, Gordie.
There you go.
But I'm saying I don't think he's
That's
actually
my
done that
point.
on purpose.
Okay. So my take on this is, how long has he been training for?
4 years.
How long has he been involved with rugby league for?
Probably forever.
How many times have you seen that?
Well, I've never seen that.
Exactly.
Oh.
So what I'm trying to say is he's either the dumbest trainer we've ever had, or he's done it on purpose, because you don't see it. and it's unprofessional. It was out of line. It could have cost them the game. And, you know, like I thought about it a lot, and I think we don't see it for a reason, because when you're a trainer, you know that is a no-go. It is out of limits, and you just don't do it. So he's either... Yeah, it's either one of the stupidest things he's ever done in his life, or he's meant it. It's one or the other.
He would probably concede it's one of the stupidest things he's ever done in his life. Because there was a lot going on at that time. There was a lot going on at that time. There were a lot of people yelling at him.
Forget this incident for a second, and let's look at a solution. How to fix it, how to ensure it won't happen again. No, I'm not talking fines. Someone suggested something to me on the weekend. There's an 8-point try if there's foul play. So... if someone deliberately tries to disrupt the kicker,
I agree with
they
that.
get that conversion, then they move to the front of the goalpost.
You know
and
what?
get a
That's
second
great, and I think they should do that. But it doesn't help the Titans. You know, it doesn't help the Titans. Now.
Don't you agree with me that he should have kicked that goal anyway?
Buzz. Okay.
Look,
I don't know Jaden
sorry.
Campbell. I don't know Jaden Campbell. But and
he's pretty cool under pressure.
He seems like he's a pretty chill kid. He was really... And it's even like a golf swing. When you're taking a swing and someone yells in the back of it, or you have to take your shot again, you often stuff it up. Like, I'm not saying he would have kicked it, right? But it just shouldn't happen, and he should not be put in that situation. And it could have cost them the game. And you're right, Gordie's right. It was big for the Panthers. It was huge. Like that was a massive moment.
I'm not saying it wasn't silly. I'm not saying it wasn't a dumb thing to do.
It was dumb.
I'm not saying he shouldn't be sanctioned. The club shouldn't be sanctioned over it. What I'm saying is, I don't think he did it on purpose. Talking to people at Penrith about it, I don't think he's done that deliberately.
Go get some footage of him sculling a beer after the game in the dressing room.
Well, yeah, but Gordie, you can't.
What's that about?
You can't correlate the two, because they
If
won
I
a
did it,
football
He does
game.
make a point. If that happens, they treat him
Hear
like a
me
hero.
out. Hear me out.
Well,
Because
they
if I
probably
did
have
that,
treated him like a hero. Because he may have inadvertently helped them win the footy game.
Oh, right. So now we're getting to the bottom of it.
All right, let's have a look at the statement, the club statement from the Penrith Panthers. The club has 5 days to respond to the breach notice. The club is adamant that the actions of the trainer were an honest mistake and there was no intent to breach the rules or gain an advantage. So, I mean, that's further to what you're saying, Reedy. They're adamant it wasn't on purpose, and I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. But, geez, it was dumb, you know? I can't
I don't think anyone disputes that, Braith, and I think he would put his hand up and admit it was a stupid thing to do. As he apologised several times.
They haven't
on his
missed
way
him,
back
Gordie. 50 grand and 5 weeks.
He's not paying
Does he have to pay it?
He's not paying
5 weeks out of the game is a hefty
Does he have to pay
suspension.
it?
No.
I wouldn't think so.
No, but the 5 weeks is a fair
I think it's warranted.
Go ask the clubs, Reedy. Would they take 5 weeks?
understand, they probably
50,000 to be in the finals?
I'm sure they would.
I know.
I'm saying it's still a fair
I reckon
rate.
we'd pay a bit more than that.